Hey everybody, and welcome to the first ever episode of CGRcast.com presents Fuck That with your favorite wizard, dannyaces. Guys, in true CGRcast fashion, we're going to forget the introductions and get right down to business. Contender number 3 on my Fuck That list this week is a mom from California named Athena Hohenberg, who decided to sue a company named Ferraro because she claims their product Nutella made her daughter fat. First things first. For those of you who may not know what Nutella is, if you ever had a candy called Ferraro Rochers, it's kind of like it's a round candy with a almost like a Rice Krispie Nestle Crunch outside, and on the inside has like a chocolate hazelnut cream. Basically, it's a jar of the money shot. It's a jar of just the cream, which you put on toast, crackers, what have you. So she claims that Ferraro advertised this product as a healthy, nutritional breakfast choice. Okay, so because of that, she bought it for her daughter, fed it to her, and now her daughter's overweight. So she's suing Ferraro for false advertising. Fuck that. Seriously, okay? First off, my biggest problem with this, okay, is the fact that you're the mom, okay? It's not like your daughter saw the ad, went out and bought it, and now you're suing on her behalf. No, you're the mom. You make the decisions of what you feed her, okay? So if you would have taken the unbelievable amount of energy, I know, but if you would have taken the energy and the time to actually turn the jar around and read the nutritional label on the back, which I'm sure you did, you would see that it says for every 2 tablespoons is 200 calories. Okay, I don't care what great nutritional advertising any product has. Okay, if you just read the label and it says for 2 tablespoons, 200 calories, that's obviously not the most nutritional choice you could be making for your child. Okay, but mind you, I've seen advertisements for this product. Okay, and they are nowhere near do they even say or state in any way, shape, or form that it's part of a nutritional breakfast. Okay, they just advertise it as a breakfast food because that's really what most people eat it as. Okay, so mind you, so she sued Nutella for Ferraro, the makers of Nutella, and won. And what did she win, you ask? $3 million. Okay, $3 million. Mind you, not $3 million for herself. Okay, granted, but $0.5 million for herself. Okay, $500,000 for being an idiot. Okay, and then $2.5 million for any other schmuck in this country who wants to go to this website and say, "Oh, I thought it was part of a nutritious breakfast too," and then you can get a check for $35. dannyaces said it first. Anyone who goes on that website and cashes in this lawsuit is just as bad as she is, okay? Because there's only one of 2 things going on here. Either one, she knew what she was doing, she wanted to get free money, she purposely bought this product and fattened up her daughter, which makes her the second worst person in the world. Who's the first, you might ask? You're going to find that out in about 7 minutes. But that makes her the second worst person in the world. Or number 2, she's just that stupid. Okay, and in which case she needs to bury her head in the sand and go away, because she has no right to actually bear and raise children if she's that stupid. Okay, so she sued, she won, unbelievable. Fuck that. Okay, which brings me to the second contender on my Fuck That list this week, the organization called 100 Moms. Now, this is an organization based out of Pennsylvania who, from what I understand, and I could be wrong, but from what I understand, basically what they do is they fight against the injustice that offends them. Okay. Basically what I mean, and this is from what I've read up on them, and the story that I'm discussing here, is that I guess they feel anything that's offensive should be shut down and stopped. Which, on a side note, okay, is becoming a very serious problem in this country. I don't know what happened or when it happened, but somewhere along the line, people decided that it's their right not to be offended. Okay? Fuck that in and of itself. Okay? It's okay to get offended. Okay? You're gonna get offended. Not everything everyone does, you're going to like. But guess what? You are going to have to live with it, okay? Because as long as it's not illegal, which this particular story wasn't, and as long as it's not harming anyone, which again, this particular story wasn't, then fuck that, Okay, seriously. So the story I'm referring to is 100 Moms started this big old protest and boycott against a company called Ben& Jerry's ice cream. Okay, because and if you're not familiar with Ben& Jerry's, if maybe they don't have it where you are, Ben& Jerry's is known for making kind of weird, kooky flavors. They're just adding things together that you normally wouldn't put together in ice cream. Okay, or making kind of cutie flavors. Like fish food, which has chocolate covered, chocolate fish shaped things in it. So like I said, they're known for their kooky ice cream. So they made this flavor called Hubby Hubby, which was in honor of gay marriage. Okay, great. What's the problem? Sure, I understand that some people may find it offensive if they don't support gay marriage, but who are you to prevent a retailer from carrying it or to prevent a manufacturer from making it? Are you serious? But the particular story that I'm talking about is recently Ben& Jerry's came out with a flavor called Sweaty Balls, which there's a show that we have called Saturday Night Live, which I'm sure most people are familiar with, but maybe not everyone. Saturday Night Live, and they had a sketch with Alec Baldwin, very funny sketch called Sweaty Balls, where he plays a character named Pete Sweaty, who makes his holiday balls, and the whole joke is everyone loves my sweaty balls. Okay, like I said, it's a funny skit. But so Ben& Jerry's came out with this ice cream, kind of like a vanilla rum flavored ice cream with malt balls and rum balls. In honor of that, I was actually lucky enough to be able to have this ice cream once, and it truly was very, very good. Okay. But most retailers aren't carrying it, not because they agree with 100 Moms, but because they just don't want to deal with the BS. They don't want to deal with the bullcrap, which is understandable in a sense. But somebody has to stop and say, no. Someone has to stop and say, fuck that. No. It's an ice cream. It's a flavor of ice cream. They claim, oh, we don't want our children seeing it. Fine, then don't buy it for them. Okay, don't buy it for them. All right, and if they ask you what it is, tell them, oh, don't worry about it. Okay, or how about do the adult thing and explain it to them. Okay, I mean, what's the big deal that they come out with a flavor ice cream called Sweaty Balls? Are you kidding me? Fuck that. Like I said, it's becoming a huge problem in this country that people decide that they'd be offended about every little thing, and if they're offended, whoever's doing the offensive act needs to stop. Okay, so they've been boycotting and protesting, and now most retailers aren't carrying this ice cream. Okay, which is ridiculous. Somebody needs to stand up and say, fuck that, 100 Moms. Who cares if you're offended? You have the right to be offended. You have the right to bitch. You have the right to print articles, write newspaper articles, go out in front of places and boycott, go to Ben& Jerry's themselves and boycott. That is your right, and that is not why you're on this list. You're on this list because you take it further than that. You take it, you won't stop. You won't stop until retailers are not carrying it. You won't stop until manufacturers are not making it, and that's not right. Fuck that. Who cares if you're offended? I hope you watch this. I hope you're offended by this. I hope you try to sue me because I ain't got nothing. So you can't get half of nothing is nothing. Okay? So 100 Moms, from me to you, fuck that. Which brings me to the worst person. I know that was horrible English, but the worst person on the face of this earth. Okay? This mom, okay, and I couldn't read the story. I made me sick to my stomach. I couldn't read the story long enough to actually get her name. But I will put it in the notations down below, the description of the video. Look down there. I'll have links to all the stories I talk about, and I'll also have her name put down below because then I'll have to stifle my vomit long enough to actually read the article to get her name. Okay? But this mom, who had a daughter on this show called Toddlers and Tiaras, which don't even get me on that, okay? Because reality shows have gotten me up to here. It is sickening what we allow people to do to their children, what we will promote, what we will enjoy watching people do to themselves, their families, and their children. It is sickening, okay? But this woman, okay, has this 6-year-old daughter, okay, who's in beauty pageants, which is fine. If the daughter truly enjoys doing beauty pageants, that's fine. That's not my issue. The fact that they cake them in makeup, dress them in these ridiculous outfits, even have it go as far as to have like dentures and false teeth put in, Still not the reason why she's on this list. Ridiculous, but still not the reason why she's on this list. She's on this list because she wants her daughter to have the quote-unquote edge. So she force feeds her. Well, I'm sure it's not force feeding now because the daughter's probably so addicted to it. So the daughter probably drinks it, just drinks it by herself now. But I'm sure it started out force feeding her this stuff that she refers to as go-go juice, okay? Which is a blend of Mountain Dew and Red Bull, okay? Feeds it to this, drinks it. This daughter drinks it by the 20 ounce, multiples a day, okay? Mountain Dew and Red Bull on a 6-year-old child, okay? Fuck that. I so hope if anyone knows this woman, if anyone knows anyone who knows this woman, please make sure she watches this video. This message is directly for you. You are a fucking horrible person, okay? You deserve to have your children taken away from you. You deserve to lose everything. You need to be locked up. Okay, because anyone who does this to a child, okay, I watched like a 30-second video. You could see the child shaking because she has such a caffeine rush. Okay, because don't worry, Red Bull really isn't good for anybody. Okay, Red Bull really isn't good for any adult, let alone a 6-year-old child. Okay, never mind mixed with Mountain Dew, and you have her chugging this in multiples a day. Fuck that. Fuck that. You are a horrible, horrible human being. I am a Christian man. I am a follower of Christ, okay? And I don't care. You are a horrible person. I really wish I knew your name now. I really wish I would have forced myself to read the rest of the article this way I can put your name on here. But I will promise I will have it down below. But fuck that. You are a horrible, despicable, ridiculous person for feeding this to your daughter. Oh my God, it aggravates me to the core as a dad, as a human being, as a person. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Please, like I said, please, anyone who knows her, anyone, and this goes for any of my videos, anybody who knows anybody that I talk about any of these videos, please make sure they watch my videos just so they can find out just how ridiculous they are. Guys, I really hope you enjoyed this first installment of CGRcast.com presents Fuck That with Dannyaces. But in the morning there's no